Again.
Which clause in the employment contract says your employer has to provide you free accommodation?
4A, B.
5B.
Yeah,
5B.
You remember B?
Yeah, I know. So, the next two situations would be your salary is paid in advance. So like this month, your employer paid you next month's salary, then they can deduct from the next month. And the maximum deduction is 1/4 of the salary in one single wage period, just like the previous slide as shown before. And another situation is you borrow from your employer, and then your employer can deduct the wages, the loan from your wages. There's no maximum item for this, but then to deduct the loan from your wages, they have to obtain your written consent. So make sure you look at the loan document itself before you sign it.
Yes.
So, that said, the maximum overall deductions in your monthly salary is actually 50%. So, but then this excludes your absence from work. So as you can see, if you're absent for 2 days, then your salary for that month would be like it's calculated there, because divided by 31 days, it's daily salary, and then times 22, that's 29 days would be the day you've worked. And there's a sum, and then this amount will be divided into 50%, which is the salary you will be entitled to. And then you will see the maximum deduction for broken items 300, and then after deduction it would be this amount. And then if there is a loan for 3,000 and deducted from the remaining amount, then the outstanding amount can actually be deducted next month in your salary. So you can still get some money.
Yes.
In that sense.
That is the purpose of the law, right? Make sure you get some salary.
Yeah.
Even though you still owe employer some money, but you still get some salary every month.
Right.
I know the calculation, I know you guys are confused. Read it yourself because we printed it for you. Yeah? We are running out of time, so we cannot stop to,
Yes.
to understand, to explain line by line.
So, if you're under a continuous contract, which means you have to work at least 18 hours per week for 4 weeks, then you can get your rest days, statutory holidays, and your annual leave.
Just the meaning of continuous contract.
Yeah.
18 hours per week.
For 4 weeks.
For 4 weeks.
Yes. So, rest day means for every 7 days you get 1 day rest. So what about if there is a statutory holidays within the 7 days? Does it count, for example?
Additional.
Yes. So you get an additional rest day, right?
Like tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow. It's another holiday.
Yes, exactly. So, your employers can actually decide which day is your rest day, but then if that's a fixed work day, for example, this month, every Sunday is your rest day.
Yeah.
So then your employer does not have to inform you like every week, for example. But then if your rest day varies, then your employer has to inform you the schedule at the beginning of each month.
Right.
And your employer cannot force you to work on a rest day, but then they have to inform you if they require you to work on a rest day. So you can get the rest day within 30 days after the original rest day, or within the same month before the original rest day. So do you guys know whether you get paid to work on a rest day? Is that a law that you will get paid to work on a rest day?
No. Yes. I did once, and then the second time. Or else she will change another day. If she don't pay.
But in the law, it doesn't say you will get anything.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
It is not stated in the law.
Yes. Really?
So they can just not pay anything.
Yeah.
So make sure there's an agreement, like
Between you.
yes, between you and the employer. That has to be a written agreement.
Yes.
Yeah. So make sure you get paid.
Right.
Because you are not entitled to work during the rest day. And that's what is stated to the law. Now, if you want to work during your rest day, you need to communicate between you and the employer. And you need to be paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what if today is my rest day, but unfortunately there is typhoon number 8 today, so cannot go anywhere, but my employer asked me to do regular job at home until 11 at night. So can we ask another day for changing or get paid according to agreement?
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're asked to do work during Typhoon 8, so whether you can get paid or not.
Or exchange with another day, because the rest day is typhoon, and then we cannot go anywhere. So the employer asks us to do our regular job at home.
I think they cannot like force you to work
Yes.
during that day. Yeah, cannot.
Unless you agree.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't have room to
Yeah.
stay with,
Yeah.
just stay at home.
Because we stay at home because typhoon. Let's
Usually
say.
employers like that.
But they still cannot ask you to work because it's your.
Okay, let's say they ask you
Yeah,
to work.
yeah, let's say they
Then
ask
what can you do? Yeah? What can you do? If employer asks you to work, what do you do? This is a role play again. I ask you to work.
Can you
then what?
refuse?
to avoid any consequence. You just say yes.
But she will pay. You say yes, you can work, but she will pay you.
Yeah.
Okay, you can say yes.
Yeah, that's
say
the
yes,
question.
and then you ask.
That's the question.
holiday.
Can we ask them to pay us?
That is
Or-
what the lawyer is telling
Yeah.
you. You have to have an agreement that
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
Yeah.
Don't just assume they will pay you.
Okay,
Right.
let's say if the condition like that, can we as a workers ask the employer, do I will pay because I'm working on my rest day, or do you will exchange my rest day into another day?
Either or.
That's
Of course.
Can we ask like that?
Yes.
That's your agreement then.
Yeah. Okay.
So make sure there's an agreement, please, because it's not stated in the law. So, how do you calculate your rest day pay? It's actually similar to how you calculate your monthly salary, as stated here. You can take a look at yourself as well. So, statutory holidays. So, do you guys know what is the total statutory holidays this year?
13.
Next year?
14.
Yes, right. You can see here.
That's what we're expecting.
We are waiting for the Good Friday.
Oh,
Because we Filipinos really very important to us to Good Friday.
then you have to wait till 2028.
Yeah. That's next year. Because Good Friday for us Philippines, especially because Catholic. That's very holy day. It's holy.
It's holy. It's really holy.
Very religious day for us.
So by next year, they will add the Good Friday.
No.
No,
Next year,
because
the
the
first
first year-
day after Christmas, so 14 days.
Ah.
Yeah, Good Friday, you have to wait till 2028.
It's not yet time.
Yeah, even go worse, 2030, the day after Good Friday. Oh my
They
gosh.
should do the Good Friday first instead of the Easter.
I have scheduled ultrasound 2029.
Okay, let's go on. So your employer can actually decide to give you an alternative holiday within the 60 days before or after the original alternative holidays. So if your employer wants you to work on statutory holiday, they have to give you at least 48 hours of notice. And as I said, within 60 days before or after the original statutory holiday, you'll be given an alternative holiday. Okay? So, but then, subject to both parties' agreement, you can agree to have 30 days before or after the statutory holidays instead.
Right.
So, well, we'll talk about this. If the statutory holiday overlaps with the rest day, what will happen? So I'll skip that slide and leave that for you. do you guys know when you can enjoy your statutory holidays? I'm showing the answer.
That's just
After
what we
3
always
months.
wait for. Always check the documents.
So, when are you entitled to your statutory holidays?
After 3 months.
Right. So what happens if you want your statutory holidays before 3 months?
No pay.
They will deduct it from your salary.
Right. They can deduct the salary because you will be counted as absent from work.
Paid, I mean, you, a worker is entitled to have a paid statutory holiday after 3 months.
3 months.
But even the worker is just new to Hong Kong, let's say, she is just working not yet 1 month, 2 months with that employer. You are all ready to have a statutory holiday, but you are not